This was now the third time Jesus was revealed to his disciples after being raised from the dead. Many of us have heard the phrase, "third time's a charm." This phrase, which has often been associated with luck and hoped for success when making a third attempt to succeed at a particular task, can be better understood as a more ancient phrase associated with the Trinity and a similarity to the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We see in today's gospel that the disciples now recognize the risen Lord. Their third encounter with the risen Christ on the shore of the Sea of Tiberias does not find them questioning, but confident in the fact that they are in the presence of the risen Christ. As Matthew reminds us, and none of the disciples dared to ask him, "Who are you?" because they realized it was the Lord. But, and as human beings, we realize this is nice, but there's a Thomas-like aspect to every human heart, one that demands proof, since our experience of loss and disappointment are also quite real in our lives. Remember the Gospels throughout this week. The loss, the despair, the disappointment. But what kind of proof would we really need? What experience or miracle do we need in order to reflect the faith and confidence of the apostles in today's gospel? The transformation of the self-centered, self-absorbed human heart would certainly be miraculous, wouldn't it? And so, my sisters and brothers, you and I in this Easter season, the season of grace and hope, are challenged to look with the eyes of faith and see where and how the transformation of the human heart has taken place and continues to take place in every age and among every generation. Think of, St. Francis of Assisi and his transformation, his conversion, his faith awakening fully in his life. St. Augustine, whose mother, St. Monica, continually prayed for his conversion, that he might open his heart fully and completely to the risen Christ. And so many of the saints that sometimes we think, saint, holy, 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 there you go, got it, could never be like them. Well, reread their stories. Reread what happened before they opened their life fully and completely to Christ. Their conversion, even St. Paul the Apostle, of course. We know his story. From the greatest persecutor of the church to the greatest defender of the faith. That moment, that encounter with the risen Christ is unique, and we are called to look intently every day to find that encounter, to be open to our faith being realized to its full potential. To look intently and see where a closed, self-centered human heart has embraced that grace, mercy, forgiveness, and blessing of the risen Christ. My sisters and brothers, let us be transformed into that which is greater, into that which changes the world for the better. Let us truly be transformed fully into the image and likeness of the risen Christ.